It's finally here. After a long 6 months since the trailer, the Lightfall expansion has finally arrived to Destiny 2. With it comes a slew of changes to the game, most importantly to armor mods. Gone are the days of Charge with Light, Elemental Well, and more Mind Cell builds, and now what we're left with is the armor charge system. While looking simple on paper, however, things can get confusing pretty fast with the new system. Old mods work differently than they previously did, and new mods just add to the information overload. Mods are crucial to any build in Destiny 2, especially when a new raid releases just around the corner. In today's video, I'm going to be showcasing a simple but effective build for every character in Destiny 2. Somebody's probably showcased a similar build to this, so I apologize if it sounds repetitive or anything, but let's get into it. Before anything, however, let's answer an important question. What is Armor Charge? Armor Charge is a new status effect you can acquire through certain mods within Destiny 2. It's primarily acquired by picking up Orbs of Power, and stacks similarly to how Charge with Light used to stack. While stacks of Armor Charge don't do anything on their own, mods use your stacks of Armor Charge for different purposes, such as increased damage output, extra protection, or enhanced ability regeneration. Now, let's talk about the build. The main goal with this build is to reliably buff our damage. Prior to Lightfall, we had access to mods like Font of Might and High Energy Fire to ramp up our DPS, but those aren't options anymore. Instead, we're left with Weapon Surge mods. Weapon Surge mods buff the damage of weapons that match the element of the type of the mod. For example, Void Weapon Surge is going to buff the damage of all of your equipped Void weapons. On top of that, Surge mods stack, meaning that if you have multiple copies of a mod equipped, your total damage is going to go even higher. In order to activate these Surge mods though, you need to acquire stacks of Armor Charge. Luckily, there are plenty of ways to accomplish this. First, and most commonly, picking up an Orb of Power will give you a stack of Armor Charge. You can always use Siphon mods on your helmet, but that could come at the cost of your ammo finders. Alternatively, you can generate orbs with a mod like Reaper, or you can find a different way to gain a charge, such as Empowered Finish. Regardless, the most common way you're going to proc your armor charge is by picking up an orb. Realistically, orbs and surge mods are all you need to make this build work, but we can enhance it very easily. Charged Up is a chest mod that allows you to increase the maximum number of armor charge stacks you can carry. These mods also stack, meaning that you can hit a grand total of 6 charges over time. We compare Charged Up with Stacks on Stacks, which is found on the legs, to double the number of armor charges we gain from picking up an orb. This means that each orb you pick up is going to grant 2 stacks of armor charge instead of 1. It's also worth noting that armor charge decays over time while your surge is active. At its base cooldown, each tier of your armor charge decays after 10 seconds, the same as Font of Might did. However, there's a workaround for this. Time Dilation is a mod found on the class item. It increases the amount of time that each of your armor charge stacks lasts for before decaying. Time Dilation also stacks. 1 copy extends the timer to 15 seconds, 2 extends to 18 seconds, and 3 extends to 20 seconds. So that's the main gist of the build. Pick up orb, do big damage. But how can we spice this up on each individual class? Let's start with Warlocks. I know at least one of you on the raid team is born to Nova but forced to WoW. Needless to say, you're going to be having your super quite a lot, which is good. If your teammates are running armor charge mods like they should be, casting your well is going to immediately give them 3 orbs to get a full buff from. If you're not on well though, something like Radiant Light can be helpful. Simply casting your super is going to give your nearby teammates a stack of armor charge. In the same vein, Powerful Friends gives all your nearby teammates a stack of armor charge when you pick up an orb. Now what about Titans? Heart of Inmost Light just saw a nerf, so let's focus on ability regeneration. There are a few mods that regenerate your abilities at the cost of armor charge, but my personal picks are Font of Focus and Font of Endurance to help recharge your grenade and barrier a little quicker. As for Hunters, I think we're just going to table this one for a future video. Truth be told, I kind of need Reaper to be re-enabled to get the footage, but it's on the way, I promise. In conclusion, this mod system is, well, much simpler. I'm partially okay with that for the sake of the new player experience, but at the same time, it feels like it's taken a lot of the variety out of build crafting. The former armor mod system felt diverse and inspired, and this just feels like the opposite. That being said, I can pretty confidently say that we'll be getting new mods in the future to enhance this system. Eventually, the mod directory will feel populated and diverse again, and I just hope it doesn't take us too long to get there. All things considered, though, I'm still excited. It's been a pretty cool experience fiddling around with every single mod to figure out what works and what doesn't. Truth be told, this is the first time I've ever tried to set out and create my own build instead of just copying some YouTuber's loadout mod for mod. So, if this video was able to help you, or at least point you in the right direction, let me know. And of course, if you haven't already subscribed to the channel, it's free and you can always change your mind. Also, I stream on Twitch, so come check that out. We always have a good time. And I think that's it. I don't know how to end this video.